y'all, and welcome back to Lantern Creek Farm. Alrighty guys, we made a trip to town today and picked us up a few of these rabbit cages here. I got 2 of the 30-inch by 30-inch cages, and then I got one of the small ones. I think it's 24 by 24 cages. We're going to try to get them set up today and get a few of the rabbits in here. I need to put at least the buck in one today, and then hopefully maybe we can move the little babies right here into their individual cages. Andy grabbed the first cage out for me. I've got 2 more back here in the truck, so that was nice of him to grab those. And we're gonna grab them out. Let's see, there's another one of the 30-inch, and there's the 24-inch. So we'll get these in the barn. Also, while I'm on the way to taking the rabbit cages into the barn, we had hay dropped off today. We got 10 bales dropped off, and that should last us a couple weeks. And so we've got to get this loaded up and put in the barn today. We've moved the bunnies out here today while we get the hay took to the barn here. And that way they can get a little grass before they get moved into their cages today. I put the cages over top of it, or the cage boxes over top of it right now. That way they have a little shade if they get too hot. I don't know how long it's going to take me to put these together. It might take a minute, but we still got to get the hay in the barn. So let's see what's next. He's loving it up here on the little bar. He's getting comfy. This is Lakin's pet rooster, Silver. We hatched him out of the egg. He's like a little pet. Silver. Sometimes Koa's all play and no work. This is Pipsqueak, and that back there is our little male that hasn't sold yet. We're down to 2. We had somebody pick up the other little albino male yesterday, and so we just have the 2 little guys now. They're loving that grass. We pulled the rabbits out of the spot right here to put our hay in. Excuse me, Laker. We pulled the rabbits out of the spot right here, and this is going to be some really good stuff for the garden, I think. It's full of manure. The garden will love it. So we might put that on the garden a little bit later, but we're going to get this cleaned out. We're going to take this top bale up here because it's done been cut. Put it down here in the bottom, and then we'll move the bales in. This is my last scoop, so I'm going to take it up to the compost pile, and we'll see if we can maybe put it on the garden in a little while.
This is my Chip Silver, and he loves corn. I got some corn. I want to show y'all how he does it.
Where'd these go?
He just grabs it whole.
At least we ain't having to pick them up out of the field. That's even worse, ain't it? We got a few stacked up. We're going to keep on and keep it on. I've only got one of these. I don't want to take credit for it. Andy stacks them, and he's carried most of these in today, so let's add some more to it. Man, them 80-pound bales ain't for the faint of heart, especially if you're weak like me. Andy just slings them around. Not me, though. It's a good workout, though. I appreciate the exercise. So we're just going to keep on building muscle. I thank the Lord somebody dropped it off for us this morning. We had bought these bales from Miss Feller and he delivered them to us, thank God. So praise him for that. Glad we got hay. Alright guys, here's the plan. We've done a little bit of changing of plans here. That hay has gotten me and Andy's nose and sinuses in a mess. Here's the plan. So you all seen me clean this out in another video, and we thought that maybe we would use this side for the rabbit area. But then we got discussing it, and we really need this for a holding pen for certain animals. Like when the girls give birth, we need that for this. And so instead of making this area the rabbit area, we have this whole entire side through here. Andy, how big would you say this area is through here? Would you say 12 by 12? Here? This is about a 12 by 12 area. This is where Koa stays. We don't have any animals here at this point, and probably won't have any livestock as far as goats in here. I don't think we would have goats in here. Now, we would have goats on the other side, like I said, but I don't think we'll have goats in here because we don't want them to be able to get into the chicken area and obviously eat chicken feed and stuff. So what we're thinking is using this area. As you can tell, there's a horse trough here, or a horse hay feeder here. There's a horse trough down here that we used for feed, and I think it's been cut down over time and we used it for goats. This used to be a mineral feeder for goats. The goats aren't in here anymore. This originally, before I started videoing and stuff, was originally the goat barn. This started out to be the goat barn. And then where the chickens are at was the goat pasture. And we ended up, a couple years ago, I think about 2 or 3 years ago, we ended up building bigger pasture for the goats to have. And it stays a little wetter down here, and we definitely wanted them out of that wet. And so anyways, all that to be said, that we're thinking about building, like this would be the back. And then we had something that would come out here, like a frame or a leg or something that would come out here that would hold the cages up. And so what we're going to do today is kind of discuss that. This area isn't being used for anything besides, like I said, the dog. And, of course, it's got this door. This is where our feed room is. And this door, which walks out into the big pastures area. And this is where we go out to get our water. And so that's all this area is used for, is a walkthrough. And then, of course, this is where Koa stays. And so we're going to make some use out of the space, hopefully, Lord willing, and build us some frames here to hold cages. I'm going to take our first little peek of these cages. The box is giving me a roundabout size of what it's going to be. But in my mind, I can't think of what 34 by 34 is going to look like, so we're going to go ahead and get this out. Like I said previously, we've got 2 of these, the 34 by 34s, and then we have a 24 by 24. So let's get the 34 by 34 out and look and do an unboxing and see what we got here. We're going to grab our knife. It talked like it on the box that it was pretty easy to set up. So we'll see how easy it is to set up. It says no tools needed either, so we're just gonna do a unboxing here and see how easy it is. Looks like this folds out here. This must be the bottom here. I'm going to assume that goes like that. I'm noticing this little piece is kind of bent out here. Let's see if we can get it pushed out. This is going to be great, I think, for the larger rabbits. Obviously, like you all know, we have the Flemish Giant and the New Zealand, and they are not small. And so we wanted to make sure that they had a pretty good amount of space, that way that they, were comfortable. And I did get the 24-inch for maybe like a baby or a smaller size. I feel like, honestly, looking at these here, I feel like these would be good for like outside grazing as well. If you just wanted to put a rabbit outside to eat a little grass. I mean, I'm pleased with it right now, so we'll just see. This is a little bent here, but it seems like they're pretty easy to bend back. Lakin, you want to come and see it? Huh? This is turning out to be pretty fairly simple to put together. I mean, like you said, like I just showed you, I mean, we just folded it out and put it right together. I do want to make sure that all these spots right here are closing good. Alrighty guys, we got her put together. There's a spot right here I need to strong arm. I don't know if I put that on wrong. It's almost like this spot right here is just not where it needs to be. But it looks good. I like it. This seems all right. I don't know. I might put like a lock on this. I mean, I wouldn't say that that's like extremely secure. Kind of comes, it opens up too easy for my liking. So we might do like a little carabiner or something right here to make sure that it stays shut. But it doesn't like pull open easy or nothing like that. And when you pull it, it's just a small gap. I think these came out to, for those that are wondering, I think that we bought them at Tractor Supply. It's the Demore rabbit brand. They're not the cages. These are, what are these called? They're called, they are the cages, forgive me, I lied. I think the other ones are called hutches. And there's a difference between them. The hutches have the floor in the bottom of them, which you can buy the floor for these. I don't know if I necessarily want to buy the floor for them. I would rather just have the manure for the garden and stuff and compost. And so we'll let it fall through and then just gather it up. But which maybe later on we might get the trays. The doors are decent. Like I said, I would like to put a carabiner or something. But they seem decently made. We'll see how for the price. We'll see how long they last. But they I think come out to $34.99, and like I said, we bought two of the 30 by 30s, and we bought a 24 by 24. So we'll do the 24 by 24 and compare the sizes. I'm in no way sponsored by Damore. That's the product I bought, and I know that other people were probably interested in it, and so that's what we went with. But I just wanted to let everybody know I'm not sponsored by Damore. They didn't pay for those, whatever. They didn't ask me to review them or anything, but I went ahead and did it. So there's my caveat. Alright, as y'all seen, we went ahead and put the 24 by 24 together. Here is, we'll do a little size comparison here. Here's the size comparison of the two. To be honest, I don't feel like the 24 by 24 is as sturdy as the 30 by 30. I don't know. I know they're made out of the same material, but the 24 by 24 just doesn't feel as secure, or maybe even as well made as the 30 by 30. We'll still use it and see how everything works and see how everything pans out. But just an honest review on it, not as big a fan of the 24 by 24 as I am the 30. So we'll see how it goes. On to number 3. But honestly, guys, as far as putting these together, they were really easy. It said that they were easy on the box. Said that you didn't need no tools, and I didn't. I just used a knife to cut the box, and you could pull the tape off of it. Here, let me show you what they look like. We've got 3 of them. I don't know if y'all can see the size comparison. Let me put this one on top. Maybe y'all will be able to see a little bit better. Okay. Can you see the size difference here? That's the 30 on the bottom, 30 by 30. The top one is the 24 by 24. They went together really easy, and everything seems to be good. So we'll see how well they hold up, and we'll put the rabbits in it and see how they like them.
Y'all just moving right on up like the deputy was gonna say.
Is that level?
No.
We needed this.
No. Yeah.
Man, I'm excited. Thank you, Jesus.
Kenzie's excited.
That's a blessing, is what that is. Ain't it? We went for a different approach. We've got a thinner board here. We're going to put a board in the back for more support. Where I don't have the bottoms in these, I didn't buy the bottoms. We're going to take zip ties and zip ties these cracks here. They're little tiny holes, but it makes me nervous. It makes me feel like one of them might get out. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Fill any gaps and holes. Got one of them.
Wait a minute, Tyler.
Put him in there. We need the heavier ones so that we can cut it out.
Good day. thing horrible.
40 years.
You think they like it? They seem to be interested in it. They're a little nervous to stand on the wire, I guess, because they can see the ground underneath of them. They've never been this high up. So they're standing on the wood. They'll get used to it, though. Alrighty, guys, we're going to try to get the other side up. For whatever reason, we didn't pick up screws today. And so we're running low on screws, so Andy's going to see if we can find some screws to put this other one up. Hopefully we'll be able to get this other one up. The babies are in here now, and then hopefully we can get Rover in here. Might need to do the boards on the back first. That's supposed to be right there. We've got this wire fence on this other side, and so we're going to zip tie that to that just to add some more security. It is secure, but this just adds a little more oomph.
Oh, it's solid.
Yeah, it's definitely solid. This has worked out great, ain't it? Thank the Lord for it.
Thank the good Lord.
We're taking, on these upper corners, taking zip ties and just securing the two places where they come together, just to make sure that they've got some extra security to them. We don't want anything falling apart or anything getting out.
I come over here, and this is what I found. They're all just huddled up. I got the fan running. He's down here cleaning himself. Let me get over here. Yep. I didn't want to focus. That's bad line. Yep, they're so stinking cute.
Alright, I've got some old tiles here. I have tiles in the other hutches, and I have tiles in here. The reason for the tiles is to keep the rabbits, if they get hot, they can lay on these tiles, and it keeps them cool. It's very shaded in here, and they're definitely not going to get much weather in here. Rain can't get to them. This is the barn, and so they should be pretty secure from the weather. Especially this cage, it's in the shade. That one's in the shade too, but it does get hot in the summertime. So we're gonna lay these tiles down and put them in here for them to have. I'm just gonna put two in here for now. It also gives them a break on their feet. Up there, they've got a piece of wood, and so they'll be able to get off the wire if they need to for their feet. This one's got a little small piece of wood. I still might end up adding something in here for them to get on a little bit later, but for now, we're just going to add the tiles. Pick their potty corner back here. Pipsqueak has done peed, and so I might move the water up here instead of back there. That way they can have that for their potty.
For the potty corner. It's always a corner that they pick to go in the bathroom. They always pick a back corner that we can't clean it thoroughly. Don't they?
It'll be alright. This will be easier to clean, hopefully.
Yeah. They're smaller, they don't like big poops. But also where these braids are here, where their poops are so small, they'll probably slide right through them.
I might put their little, I'm going to put their little hidey house in here for now. I'll put it right here, and then put those tiles right outside that, so if they want to go in there, they can.
feed them in that little house.
Actually, let's see. Might put it over.
Yeah, that way.
That way they can hop in and out of it. I'll bring you all closer so you can see. So here's our setup for our babies. We've got their little tiles here. They like that little Heidi there. I flipped it over because they are getting bigger. They probably could fit through that hole, you know, because they are rabbits. But I went ahead and just flipped it over for them. Here's their water. I'm presuming that corner back there is going to be their potty corner. Here is their feeder. And they've got a board back there. And so this might work out good for them. We got to figure out where we want to put our hay. Probably put our hay back there in the potty corner, and we'll find something that we can hang up for their hay. So there we go. All right, I filled their water up some. I'm gonna go ahead and get their feed. There is a gap here. It's not real big, but I do want to make sure that they're securely in here. They seem to like it. So let's get Pipsqueak and the albino. We might end up having to keep him, so probably need to name him. It's right here, babe. Rover. This is Rover's little feed bowl for now. We've used it before for him, so it should be all right. Do you know how to open this?
I'm gonna give him about this much, and
Show me how to open it.
I'm gonna go ahead and unlock it. Get the food ready. That's his feed, and he's got his water.
We filled his water up here. I'm using a Mountain Dew bottle. I've cut the front of it out here and filled it up, and we'll see if that's enough water for him. We'll play with it and see exactly what all we need. I need to cut this zip tie down. But I did put something here, and then this one doesn't open as wide as that one does, but I do want to put a carabiner here, so I'm going to see if I can find one to put on the front. That way we have some security. Alrighty, me and Lakin are going to go over and get Rover and then put him in his new cage. We'll see how he does.
Put Miss Rover in. Mr.
Just get out of the way, sissy, that way I don't think it.
She just pooped.
Let's see how Mr. Rover likes his new cage.
Make you realize there's food in here yet. Roby. Roby.
Looks like he's doing some exploring. We'll have to see how he likes it, and we'll let you all know for sure how these hold up and how everything likes it. And Lord willing, these will hold up good and work out great, but we will definitely let you know. I can done tell he doesn't like this wire, and so I will probably add another piece of wood in there for him to climb up on. He's not a fan, so they're not used to this type of wire on their feet. Our other cages had smaller wire, and they had a platform for him to get on, and so we'll definitely probably have to put a platform. He does have these tiles. He has the wood part that he's climbing on right now, but I can tell that we are going to have to put some wood in the back there. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us today here at Lantern Creek Farm. We have had a busy day. We just got done in the garden. Let me turn this fan off so y'all can hear me. We just got done working in the garden, and that's going to be a separate video. So if y'all want to see what all we got done in the garden, you come back for that. But the rabbits are doing great. He's venturing out, and and loving it. And we've got his water and his feed here. I added some tiles in, and I've added another piece of wood back there, so if he wants to get off the wire, he can. We've got the two babies in here. Like I said, if you live in this area and you want an albino male rabbit, he's Flemish Giant and Flemish Giant and New Zealand cross, and he is albino and a male. They're at 9 weeks now, and so they are loving the cages as well. And I didn't video it because I didn't want this to be too long, but I didn't video it. But I did go in with Miss Clover today, and I took a brush and scrubbed everything nice and clean in her cage. Gave her some fresh hay, cleaned everything up for her, and she is due to have babies on the 25th, and so that's this week. And so we'll see if we get some babies this week. And we'll see if we get some babies today. And, of course, we'll show you all. Y'all get to see them. So, anyways, thank you for hanging out with us today. And we will see you next time. Y'all come back. Bye.